Fighting Words and Great Lighthouses of Ireland are looking for young story keepers. To become one, all you need to do is write a story that is set in and inspired by a lighthouse. There are loads of different ways of telling a story. You could write a play, write a poem, perhaps draw a comic. Maybe you want to start a classic story beginning once upon a time. Whatever way you choose is absolutely fine. In a moment, I'm going to look at one way to write a story. Now we're going to look at some things to think about when you come to write your story. If you're writing a poem or a song or doing a comic, some of what I say mightn't be as relevant, but a lot of it will be very useful no matter what way you're telling your story. When I come to write a story, I like to think about who, what, where and when. So that's who's in my story, or the character, and there's some good options associated with lighthouses. If you think of where a lighthouse is usually found, by the sea, loads of character options spring to mind. Could have fish, could have a boat, seals, birds, buoys, could have fishermen, sailors, could be absolutely anything. So have a think of who you'd like your character to be. If we decide on a character, so let's imagine I've decided Sammy the seal is going to be my character. Then, to help you decide what happens in the story, or the plot of the story, have a think about what your character wants and what your character is afraid of, what your character doesn't want. So, you can imagine that as a character's greatest wish and a character's greatest fear. So, the story that's popped into my head is about Sammy the seal, who wishes for endless fish, and he's afraid of fishing boats. And there, I have the start of a brilliant story. All I need to do is keep thinking. Once you've got your character and have some idea of what's going to happen to them, you can think about where exactly the story is happening. So we can take it for granted that a lighthouse is going to be involved somewhere. But where that lighthouse actually is totally up to you. It could be in a desert, it could be in space, it could be where you'd expect a lighthouse to be, beside the sea. Don't limit your imaginations here. Think of anything you want. There is no wrong answer. I'm going to say the lighthouse is by the sea. And then think about what role the lighthouse plays in your story. Why is it in your story? Why is it important? Maybe it helps the main character. Maybe it guides them. Maybe it helps the main character's enemy, or the main character's fear in some way, and helps the character understand. Maybe it offers the main character a place to hide, a place to escape. Just imagine what a lighthouse could be used for, and then decide which option you want to go with in your story. Some good words to think about maybe. Connecting to lighthouses might be illumination, so the light, sanctuary or safety, and guidance, because that's what lighthouses tend to do, they guide. So these four things, who, what, where and when, with a fifth thinking about specifically what the lighthouse does in your story, are all you need to help you create something absolutely spectacular.